We're going to talk today about making the switch. How do you make the switch from operating out of your soul to operating out of your spirit? Our natural instinct is to always have a soulish reaction, but there is something we can do about that. We're made up of three parts. We're made up of spirit, soul, and body. And in your body, you can see and you can feel. And in your soul, you can feel, but you can't see. And in your spirit, you cannot see or feel. You need to recognize when you're being led by your emotions, your feelings, because then you're operating out of your soul. If you can recognize that was an emotional response, that's a clue that you're operating out of your soul and not out of your spirit. Emotions aren't bad and God gave them to us, but if you're being led by them, then you're not being led by your spirit. Remember, it goes back to the illustration of you can't keep a bird from flying over your head, but you can keep them from nesting in your hair. When you're consistently bombarded by life, when you're overloaded, when you're kind of that sensory overload stage, life will force you into operating out of your soul. You have to renew your mind and make the intentional effort, choose to be grateful, choose to operate out of the fruit of the Spirit, in order to operate out of your spirit. If you don't catch yourself, you never will fully trust God. Romans 7, 15, 18, and 19, they all talk about, that's where Paul talks about, I do the things I don't want to do. I want to do things and I'm not doing them. And he's truly talking about that struggle between the soul and the spirit. You can tell me with your words that you fully believe you're trusting God. But if you are, let's say, more frustrated with life than you are at peace, then I'll challenge that you're not trusting God as much as you think you are. Frustration comes in life because we deal with people and because we deal with circumstances. But if you're consistently living in frustration, the adjustment's on our end, not God's to make. Listen to these scriptures in light of what I've just said. Isaiah 26:3. You keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you. Isaiah 43:18. Remember not the former things. Consider not the things of old. Psalm 19:14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Don't worry, I have lots more. Psalm 94:11. The Lord knows the thoughts of man, that they are but a breath. Psalm 139:23 and 24. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts. See if there be any grievous way in me, and lead me to the way everlasting. Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 4:23. Keep your heart with all diligence, from out of it flows the spring of life. Proverbs 17:22. A joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. You can keep your spirit from being crushed by gardening your heart, by choosing to operate out of your spirit versus your soul. So I will list all of these scriptures in the comments below the video, but I just wanted to let you know the Word is full of things that will encourage you and help guide you in your path of, am I operating out of my spirit? Am I operating out of my soul? What am I being dominated by? Stick to the Word of God. It will be your guiding light in all things. I just wanted to encourage you today, if you're being led by your emotions, or if your first reaction that you catch is emotional, then you know you need to make the switch to be led by your spirit. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.